Hi, it's me again, Larry, and I'm going to continue the discussion of modes and the notion of shapes for modes. Before I go into the next mode, let's do a little bit of a review. If you remember, um, this is a chromatic scale. So a chromatic step is a step between adjacent notes on the keyboard. Keep in mind that because there's no black key here, the E and the F are adjacent notes, and the B and the C are adjacent notes. So a step to an adjacent note is a half step. If you skip and go two half steps, that's a whole step. And then the notion of shapes, if you remember, for the C scale, it was root note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And that shape can translate. So, for example, I think last time we did the D scale, the D major scale. So it's root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Or let's do the F major scale. Root note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. So again, the shape can move around depending on the key that you're in. And then we covered we talked about the D Dorian mode. And we said, well, let's translate that to the C scale. So again, the D Dorian mode shape was root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. So in the C scale, root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step. So now we're going to talk about the Aeolian mode, which is also known as the minor scale. And for people who teach that in terms of the C scale, the white keys, that starts on the A. So that would be the Aeolian mode or the A minor scale. So what is that in steps and what's the shape? Root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So let's translate that to C. Root note, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So root note, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. I'm sorry, yeah, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So that's the C minor scale, and that's the A minor scale. So what would be a comparable tune? So you would recognize that as Greensleeves or What Child Is This? And same thing would work if we did that in C using the C Aeolian. So those are the notes from the C Aeolian mode, or the C minor scale. An interesting thing is sometimes you hear this. Let's see. And that's a little different. And what was it? Well, it was the song being played using the Dorian mode. If you notice the difference between the Dorian mode and the Aeolian mode, is this note, the sixth note in the scale, is flatted. It is a half step down from between the Aeolian mode and the Dorian mode. So the Aeolian mode uses this note, the Dorian mode uses this note. Otherwise, the scales are the same. And that's why sometimes you hear Greensleeves or What Child Is This played in the Dorian mode and sometimes in the Aeolian mode. And it depends on the mood that the person playing the song is trying to express. So that's it for this lesson. We'll pick up another mode next time. So thanks for listening.